Hey guys, back with another Maplestory video here. This time, I'm doing my top 3 things that I loved about this past October patch. Now, there's some obvious ones, but to be honest, there's some 2 gems in there that no one really expected or anticipated or even asked for that I think have really made my gameplay a lot more enjoyable and have really fit my liking. And so I'll talk about those, but let's jump into it. First, obviously, the max damage cap increase. Now, the max damage cap, if you don't know, was increased by 2 mil base, and then the amount of cap that you get from ancient armor and necro armor has significantly increased depending on the levels, if it's level 40 versus level 50. And I think that that's an amazing change for the game in general, just because it really benefited those people that invested in getting their armors to level 50. I think originally that gap was just so small that it wasn't worth it for basically anyone except for the 1% of the 1%. And now that the max damage increase can go from 18 mil with full necro all the way up to 22, 23 mil, that's incentive enough for a lot of people to start investing in it. And I think it's, it just makes that gap greater and the potential even higher for not just the top tier classes to perform well, but any class to perform well if they have the right proper funding. And you're just seeing astronomical DPS numbers from all different classes that you haven't seen before. And I think it's really awesome and good to see. And I think people are just scratching the surface of their full potential. Now, the second thing that I really enjoyed from this patch that I think have gotten mixed feelings from a lot of people is the silhouette. Now, if you don't know, you can go through your settings and you can change the silhouette outline of the mobs depending on your preference. It is a little out there. It's something you have to get used to, but I really enjoy it because it allows me to put my animations to max level and I'm still able to see the boss, the animations, the movement patterns, which way he's facing, and I can still do what I got to do and still enjoy the lovely animations of the classes that I'm playing. So comment below if you like this feature or not. And then the third one is my favorite by far, something that I didn't expect or was even asking for. No one was asking for this, and it's that DPS real-time tracker on the left. Previously, we just only had the DPS trackers that were giving us data every 60 seconds in 60-second increments, and that was amazing. I thought that was a great feature. I loved it, kind of nerd out on it. But this is just taking it to a whole nother level where you can see in real time really what your damage is like depending on if you hit threaten or not, versus if you do hit threaten, you can do 10-second increments, 20-second. You can see how much damage exactly one specific skill does. Or in Arc, you can see how much damage you lose if you die or if you end up getting portaled. Just all different types of features, and you can see how you compare with other players and classes and really see kind of the difference between each class, right? If how classes are built, where they're more consistent, they may not have the elite burst that the Paladin does, but in a 3-minute fight that they can actually catch up and take over a Paladin who's not as strong when their cooldowns are down. It's just amazing and fun to see kind of the back and forth and how close really damage is across the board right now and how balanced the DPM charts are, and how every little a death here or being portaled there or just a misplay of your rotation can really be the difference between you finishing second on the DPM chart versus being on the second page, because it's really close over entirety of a fight that's whether 3 minutes or even a Lotus fight that's 10 minutes. I honestly just love it so much. It's just perfect for me and my data testing, my DPS testing, my theory crafting, and just me nerding out on damage and seeing where I can improve. And it's just an amazing feature, and that's my favorite part of this update by far, probably my favorite update in a long time. So let me know in the comments below if you agreed or disagreed, what your favorite part of this patch was, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.